Alright, okay, alright, okay. Alright. I don't, let's see. Do the bots come online? Wisp gets first this time. Nice. Oh, I never told Jay congrats on first. Whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reset up Seribot, because that's something I didn't even do that when I redid my thing last time. Let's see. Okay, here, let me reauthorize with Sari just to see if bots are still working. Okay, now you join. Hell yeah. Alright. Let me skip this one for now. Okay, so we got chat going back up. No, we don't. I lied. I was just like transitioning to get everything just. Yeah, so for some reason it's just not reading you. I just put the link back into chat. Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. Man, I'll probably have to just like go and redo my stream element settings and things, because like the test works. The test appears on screen. So what it means that like I have an OBS correction, like OBS to chat is working, chat to stream elements is working, stream elements to OBS is not working. So there's like that middleman is just not hooked up properly, and I don't know what to do about that, frankly. So you set up a journey channel when you're live. Okay, we should have it appear if you speak. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're just not. I'll probably just have to turn off the chat block for now and just do that later. So let's do it later. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, probably just not gonna do a chat box today, sadly. Yeah, cause so hello Joey, hello, welcome in, my love, I love you, hello. So I may have forgore that when I change my name on Twitch, all of my connections get borked. So I have no bots, no connections, no. I got nothing.
Did enough to harm us.
So, yeah, so we literally didn't get anywhere because I realized it was broken like a couple seconds in. So we're still in the beginning cutscene. So we'll go enjoy. You've missed pretty much nothing.
We'll keep going. With it coming up from beneath Hyrule Castle.
And I'll probably just need to like fully restart all of like stream elements and my chat box and get all my browser sources again and everything, because all the links are based on your account kind of thing. So it'll just be some work, but I'll do it later so I can actually get to game. Get some gaming on. Woo.
We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link.
Uh-huh.
Let's go solve this mystery.
You'll be okay with me because you were definitely okay with me last time. Crouching increases your stealth, making it easier to sneak up on foes and animals. Also, if anything is too loud, too quiet, just want me to shut up in general, just let me know. Oh wait, frick, I did turn off the chat box overlay and then I didn't transition, so it didn't. Yeah. Thank you, Joey. First, She having a grand old time. What am I sneaking? What am I? Oh, okay. Huh? Oh yeah, we lose pretty much most of the voice acting from here on out. Master Sword, it's glowing. It must be sensing something. It can smell. I don't get reason for concern. Ever since the end of the calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. I thought we lived there. I never could have imagined anything like these tunnels were hiding here. We must be careful as we move deeper. It's awful. Yeah. That sounds about right. Swing sword. Sick. Also, I'm on a pro controller, and since I'm using a capture card, I'm using a really high-end capture card, but because it is still a capture card, there's going to be a very, very slight delay. It's worse for some games than others. Oh my gosh, writing. Oh, I can't read. Works ago. Yep. I wonder where this idea came from. Wait, something is written here. Might these runes be from the Sinai? I don't care. I have my sword. Don't worry, honey. I got my sword. Oh my god. That looks so gay, I suppose. These carvings, I'm sure there's an eye in origin. I've seen designs like this in my studies. So I totally forgot you just have smartphones in this. Like, they're not smartphones. Oh, they're not smartphones. Oh, they're ancient tablets. They're just the smartphone. They have a camera function. That's touch screen. It's just a smartphone. All right. There's godlike powers and a prosperous civilization in the sky. Many history books tell us about the Sinai, but none give us a full picture. Much is still unknown about them. Cool. Cool pixel rock. Literally. Oh my god. This is like going shopping with your mother. This is what the Sinai look like. They seem so different to us with such large ears. How do the ruins of civilization in the sky end up here beneath the castle? Look at the path ahead. Go see deeper. Let's continue, Link. Going on an adventure. Slide. Don't worry, I got my blue glow stick. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. They exploded. Look here,
You're
this
not
thing.
hurt, are you, Link?
Why are you British? Woman. Thank you for inspecting my penis. That is directly where she looked. You can't tell me otherwise.
Look at these murals.
I'm looking. I just keep looking at her nose.
The written histories of the royal family include stories of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied...
Why don't these guys just use Google? Like, we can't just like look up a freaking walkthrough. Come on, guys. You know, look up a walkthrough for this dungeon, guys. Come on.
Tribes, and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King.
I only have the most normal thoughts, Joey. What are you talking about?
Is it possible? Do these murals depict the same legend?
I still can't read. I don't know. Mothman.
This is similar to the statues we saw earlier. A Zonai.
Zonai.
And these figures look like Hylians.
Do they really?
This depiction certainly suggests that the Zonai descended from the heavens.
Certainly.
It is said that my ancestors, the first of Hyrule's royal family, were born from a union with gods who had descended from the heavens. These murals tell a similar story, and if they are accurate, then the gods mentioned were the Zonai. They must have forged a relationship with the Hylians of that time, working together to establish the Kingdom of Hyrule. This figure, he seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom.
Gabadorb.
This all aligns with what I've read during my studies.
Gabadorb.
And then this. It shows the Demon King. And a fierce battle against him.
Damn, girl. Oh my god, this guy has a triangular
face. If the creature
face.
depicted here really does represent the Demon King, then... Oh.
Look how she's...
Incredible!
Oh, she's not crying.
This mural must be the Great War recorded in the royal histories. This is the imprisoning war, and the events that led up to it. Link! This is a huge discovery.
She should have sounded like she was going to cry that entire time. I don't know. Anyway.
All right then.
Take a picture.
Now to use this invention of Pura's. I'm glad I didn't leave it behind. It's so easy to record. You point it and click. Oh. Oh, it looks like the rest of the murals are obscured.
Oh, now she's going to cry.
Just what is this place? Maybe we'll find more answers farther ahead. Link, let's keep moving deeper.
Cool, awesome. I'm moving this way. What's over here? Nothing. Oh, yep. Right? Bestie, I literally fought the Demon King and killed him. Or I guess he's never dead. But what do you think of a whole couple of bats? Ooh, delicious. That's what I was supposed to say. What can I say? Not yet. It is really cool. Oh, because it's a cutscene.
What is that?
Oh, hey. It's the Demon King. Ooh, you look yummy. Uh-oh. Do we have bad timing, or are we just cursed? Oh my. Hey, it's... Oh.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. Zelda. You who carries that fragile sword. A Link. Raru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
Push the kingdom back in this. game volume, because it's a little loud for me too. Game volume down. And then... Oh. Rock. My mic volume is at maximum. So I just need to turn the game volume down a little bit. Yeah, there goes that a little better. That was a little loud. I can adjust it more later when I have actual access to in-game audio settings. I'm so glad that kingdom we spent so long saving, just for it to collect dust, was thrown directly back into the sky. Sweet. Boop boop doo doo. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh, worm. Like yeah, the game audio is just really imbalanced. I'll have to fix it up. Oh. Gosh, she talking. Truly. Oh my gosh, guys, look, it's just like Avatar. Really massive eyeballs. Whoa, did I forget everything again? Whoa.
Link, finally you wake.
No more EB.
I've heard a great deal about you from Zelda.
Slay.
Your wounds were severe. I am relieved to see you escape death.
Thanks, I think.
Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
Cool. Guys, I'm a bionicle. Just trying to find my thing, but nope. Cool. Look at my thingy. I was gonna say this is gonna be in pieces. Yeah. Decayed Master Sword. The sword that seals the darkness. Its sacred power has been diminished after being ravaged by the gloom beneath Hyrule Castle. Yeah, it'll do. Alright, let me... Cool, alright. Can I... options. Let's go high. Switch on controls now. Hard mode, normal, language. Transparency. Third. Is there no? There's no audio settings. That's fine. Okay, I guess we just deal with audio imbalance. Awesome. Slightly we go. Singed. I'm a wee bit crispy. I've become a wee bit crispy. Oh, my jump is like that of a wee baby. Up, my boy, go. Oh, just on the ceiling. Nice. No secrets? Okay, let's just... Okay, no secrets. Slay. put my hand in there. Sick. He's about as tall as me. Him baby. Him child. And like, physically, he's still very young, but I mean, he's been alive for like hundreds of years, so. Guys, it's a puzzle. Oh my god, guys, our forest puzzle. Guys, excited for our first puzzle? I've opened the ruby. What are you? It's kind of annoying that dash is hold B and then jump is X. Interesting. Army of Ruby. Climb, my boy. No, nothing. You got nothing. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I wish the camera would actually do the thing. Oh, fair enough. Probably use a bath. It's broken choice punishment for sit down. No, you're right. And to be fair, their lovely controls are the same either way. It's just, do you want a bigger controller or like the two small ones, which I might actually switch to the like the conjoined Joy-Cons, because those actually, I really like using those. Okay, the water effects are nice. Cute. Goodies. But if I mimic, I will die. Pants. What are they saying, huh? What are they saying, huh? Saying I should be wearing pants? I feel like I feel even more skimpy with this on because I can't see the shorts now. I feel like wee young like anime protagonist who gets blown out of my wind a lot. Actually, can I really quick? Let me, because I have the extra buttons on the bottom of my Pro Controller. Okay, but like, how do I? I don't know how to bind my extra buttons because it's been so very long. Yep, go right down. Yo. Okay, I was gonna say, it's a lot more quiet now than it was gonna be. No questions asked, just Yumpus. I guess my questions here, we just go. It is so pretty. I see the snow. So I'm glad I didn't like ask where Zelda was at all. Not that I would or could, but you know. Accelerate. I did it. I survived the fall, all the way from heaven. Hey baby, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? So I know it did for me. Ouch. Great Sky Island, amazing. Mushroom. Sky shroom. Common mushroom that grows near trees on the islands. Eat it to restore health. Free horrible health potions? Well, the hell yeah. Sign me up. Stick. Sick. Stick. I didn't mean to eat that. I think I just ate a mushroom. Stick. Here we go. Any murder mushroom? Okay, no, I did not eat the mushroom. Good. Whoa. Hello. How do I do anything? So far, I have no tutorials. Stick. Ah, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna need to. Is there not? Am I insane for thinking there was a hole? It's because I. Oh my god! It's because I obviously. Oh, exploded. I killed Master Sword. It's going on. Forever. Soldier Construct Horn. And blade like horn. It's very sharp, so handle with care. Can I not? Oh, zone I charge. Okay. So use the power source for construct on devices. Strange light seems to relay point energy inside. Can that? Just not allowed to. It's just gone forever. Just killed it immediately. That was my first mistake. Assuming I would be able to have a sword branch. Again, with stick. And God, what were all the speedrunners that would actually like kill Ganon with just sticks and clubs and like the rusty weapons you could find around? Those are insane. Nah, okay. And there is like. There you go. That's better. You punch? I don't actually. I don't know if you can. Can you? No. If you try to attack with no weapon, you just sit there confused at yourself. Awesome. Stick. Wooden stick. Tree branch with an added grip and excellent balance. Could be used as a weapon. Just, I must. I'm legally obligated to do so. Oh, da ist the sky, da ist the Bible. Yeah. Cool. It's like the whole camera not following your view thing is a little silly. Cause like, I can't see where I'm going. Hat. Not a hat. I can't you skip that lesson. Just didn't show up for practice that day. We learned how to punch. Oh. You're grabby. Me too. Like, I have awaited you? I've waited for you? Have you now? I was something for you. Oh. I'm glad she's okay and just left me. The phone. It's the pad. I thought we both had one. Is it bad that I literally just now realized that's the model after a Switch? Adventure. Amazing. Thanks, man. I put it on my butt. Records the Princess Zelda is waiting at location marked on its map. Message has been delivered. Where am I? Stand in the Garden of Time. It's literally, just is a Switch. Temple of Time is a little from here. Used to the past many rites and ceremonies of the kingdom were held there. But no more. Now it is a lonely place. No one visits. Pepperoni pizza and rolls and chocolate. Ooh, good. Good. All good things, Wispy. Sick. I'm so glad all of that happened. Stick. Mushroom. Little like. Like every time I freaking just. I don't have any money. Just. Every time. Awesome. Thanks, me. They do. Joe, we should get cinnamon rolls. Or we should ask Emmy if she would make them a cake. Yeah, bridge. Sick. Coolio. She made them. She made cinnamon rolls a couple weeks ago, and they were freaking really good. I'm really glad this is just the mode of travel between islands. It's just jumping off of them. Apple. Why would I jump like a little baby? Oh. Pot. Climb. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you seem to be new here. Do you intend to use that as a weapon against social contracts? Not really. Sure, to protect this island, they will regard you as trespassers if they spot you, and the directive is to eliminate all trespassers. You have little choice in this scenario but to fight them. It is better you do not hold back on our account. A piece of advice: if you do choose to engage with them, it is crucial to maintain your proper distance and target your opponent. Swinging haphazardly will not yield results. You may practice targeting on me if you want. Oh, but please do not actually attack. I observe you. Hello. Oh. Code 8. Two trespassers. The elimination. Yeah, I meant to grab the apple, but thank you. Links Nemesis. Nemesis? Lingen Hemen 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 Hemen. Links Hemen Hemen Hemen. Patat. Patat. Potatoes. Froggy motherfuckers. Yeah. Rock. Run. Rock. Eat the frog. No. I shan't. Try it again. Thanks. Another wooden stick just for me. Cool, I knew that. Awesome, alright. I feel like the map is a little hyper detailed, honestly. I can't see any of the paths, there's just trees. Oh, it looks like they didn't actually mark any of the paths, so I guess that would do it. Oh god, there's a volley. I just realized the volume meter bottom right. No. Ooh, giant leaning stick. Amazing. Bird. Bird. Where can we go? So why do you run from me? I thought we could be friends. Hello. Nope, I have too many sticks. I know I could literally totally avoid this guy. How fun would it be if I... Oh, there's another one. That's fine. I hear you. Oh, he's just curious. Okay. Get freaking bonkered. Bonkered, dude. Can I drop a stick? Weird. Ow! I was doing things. Freaking bastard. Could you give a long pokey? I demand the long pokey. Nope. I will take the long pokey. Thank you. Soul. Soul. Drive safe. Keep messing with the mining zone business. No, you're right. You're entirely right, and I will not be learning from this lesson. I will do it again. Let's have a wee munchie. I'm glad I can just rapid eat, and that's perfect. All right. Yeah, Joey is here. And Wisp is here. And Soul is here. Love you too, Stinky. We are tearing so many kingdoms right now. Also staring at my own tits. Hold on. No, okay. A little bit more Yumpus power up there. I know my objective is right there, but I'm just out of time. I'm still so loud, holy crap. Clump, 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 clump. I'm here to kill you quietly. Not actually, because as soon as I hit you, you're gonna realize. Oh, shit, never mind. Never mind. Exploring. True. I will return to the cooking part. No, good. Exploring. How to explore. Literally the only like open-ended like sandbox-esque game I've played like in recent history is just Elden Ring. Spicy pepper. Spicy pepper. I remember doing so many of those for cold dishes in Breath of the Wild. Dear Lord. Potato. Potato. Go. Ooh, that's an arrow. Or could use that. See what you do is you get some polarizing eyeglasses, and then you can never have to take them off. Just be epic, cool, nay swag. More than you are, of course. I found a boy. Boy, come here. I found a boy. I broke it. Fair enough. Look at a little Korok boy. Has to, Hi. Don't worry, I'll probably find Hestu eventually. Cool, thanks buddy. Oh. I found dead men. Sick. See, this is why we exploring. This is why we exploring. A grand old explorer. fun part about Zelda games is I know for a fact I'll be able to come back later. So I'll be able to explore some more. I thought I run like I'm constantly about to die. Like every second it's just like every time I go for a sprint I'm just like on the verge of death. Bird. Bird. Hello, bird. Hello. Can we our friend? Can we his friend? Hello, can we his friend? Hello? 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 Can we our friend now? I understand that. Can we our friend? No, but we're friend. We're friend. Okay, he's going the opposite way. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, alright. Hello, random stranger. I'm gonna see your mushroom. Toasty mushroom. I roasted with yours if you want. You roast them? Oh, I don't notice that you were unfamiliar to me. My apologies. My task is to explain anything that villagers might require knowledge of. If you have questions about this place, please rest assured that a construct can answer them. If your question is about roasting food, I roast ingredients by placing them beside a fire. I do not eat, but I might give given to understand that it improves the taste. Creators roast ingredients in order to enhance their nutritional value. If you have ingredients, I invite you to use this fire to roast them. Roasting my toasty shrooms. I freaking Can I roast each room? Can I roasty them? Hello? Let's go. Oh. Give me another. I was curious to see what happened. Okay, what do I do? I just... Check recipe. Yeah, it's just a mushroom. How does one just... I do not understand. Exceptionally easy reaches. So true. I don't have a pot. There's the pot way back there, but it's really far away. I'm just gonna... There was one like around, like way back, but I will investigate later. I'm gonna go explore it. I wanna explore. How be doing me, a little explorer? Well, no match for me. I need strategy. I can just bonk you over the head a bunch. Sorb. Sorb. Oh, I must drop one of my mini sticks. There you go. That's what I was trying to do earlier, and I didn't have a shield. Hello. Exploring. Exploring. No, you. Kiddo is here. Hello. I'm exploring. Nope, not. That's worse. Okay, hold on. Let me not die. I'd be thoroughly disappointed if there's nothing back here. No. No. Oh, hey, there's death. Let's go. Yeah. Oh. Whoa, tubular. Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Very much evidently my first time. I did Breath of the Wild, but that was a long time. I didn't mean to climb up here again. Alright, come on in. Hello, no you. I hope you are well. As long as you felt. You hit M. No, you hit M. No. This is, I always hit M whenever I keyboard smash and when I'm like off on Twitch, so that it just mutes. Oh. Not cool enough.
That door will open only to those with sufficient power.
Oh. A Mac
I'm
command.
sorry. I did not intend to startle you. It was I that spoke to you earlier. That arm originally belonged to me.
It's our boy.
I am Raru.
Joey. Joey. It's our boy.
Forgive me for appearing to you in this manner. Unfortunately, I no longer have a physical form. In any case, that arm should allow you to open this door. It seems to have lost the power to do so.
You suck the juice out of some dudes.
You might be able to restore it, but you would need to enter a place filled with sacred light.
Oh, that's easier.
Of course. Why not visit the shrines on this island?
Yeah, shrines filled with secret juice.
The shrines. Yes, I'm sure they are the key.
He's so pretty. Yeah. Big floppy ears club. He's so real. For real, for real. Sick, alright. Adventure time! Wahoo! Oh, sick. That's a good look ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Hello, sir. Nope. Hey. 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 Do your thing. Oh, hello. Hey. Yeah. Outing window. Episode of the mini is very holdable. I've seen a lot of fan art, but I have avoided everything Tears of the Kingdom for as long as I could. So I haven't seen other people play it. I haven't seen, like, I've seen memes and I've seen like the couple of clips of gameplay that friends would send me, but I've basically seen nothing. I don't want to climb the tree. Oh. resistance. Wooden stick. Hell yeah. Hold on, opening my DMs to see this man's hip tips right now. My DMs are open and ready. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hip tips a man, Grimo. Body goals, Waru. That's the 2x4 I aspire to be. Alright. I see that freaking. Oh, it's all in the snow. Let's go. I guess we go back to the cooking pot for now. See what's happening there. Good. I thought it. Oh. I was gonna say I thought I had more sauce, and then I jumped, and then I had no sauce, and then the sauce came back. I don't. Interesting. I think. Anything to note about the weird noises appearing in my ears? So those are. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! The second one you sent, Joey. Jimbless Crimblo. Holy crap! Oh damn. Who's the sluttiest hips to his skinniest men? Like, those hips don't lie. They only speak sweet, sweet nothing. Like, the freaking just hips of sweet molasses keeps coming to mind, and I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means at all, but that's what's coming to mind. Stick. Sticky hips. A slime roll, but it's just they're made of molasses. Sit by the fire until morning. I don't know. I wanted to cook, but this is fine too. Sick. It's morning now. Alright, it's time for mushroom. Stick. Here we go. Mushroom. Okay. My first recipe. Hold on. Haven't I put a mushroom in an apple? Food and mushroom mimics. Amazing. Let's just throw it on there. Let's freaking go. Let's go. 3.5 minutes of cold resistance. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Get it in there. Get it in there. I wish food was as delicious as it looks in games like this. Because, like, I would eat so much food. So, like, so many varieties of food. I would nom these freaking mushrooms like nothing else. And pick them off the ground and just bite them. I don't care. Like, food in real life, the texture just ain't it. The texture just ain't it for me. I'm so sad about it. Put them on there. Put them on there. I don't know what to do. Oh. Holy cannoli. Alright, there we go. I got cold resistance, baby. I don't know if it's enough for that, but probably is. Alright. Climb down. Let me go over here. Okay, got it. Right. Mountain time. Let's go. Find warmth soon. You'll take damage. Don't even worry about it. I have basically hot pot. Sick. Because the texture is. I'm mad about it. There's so much food I want to eat and I just can't because it's gross. And I am mad about it. Can I eat you? No? Okay. Hello. Wow. Why did I zoom in so far on you? Hello. Quiet wraps on also been inspected. Zonai device? Yes, the screen thing is called a Zonai device. The one I'm inspecting is known as a fan. It activates when struck to win on demand. Free. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously. Master constantly on the ring. Should mention this. Energy is essentially you'll need an energy cell if you want to use one. This is a problem. You do not seem to have an energy cell. So you use that energy cell to resistance of the island and give you a spare energy cell. Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Automatically with energy device no use. It would be unfortunate to run out mid-use. So the Riverside have been thoroughly inspected. They are ready for your use to crossing the rivers. You need to go late. I was a two most duty to notice. Rest until the next time the bell chimes. Don't hesitate to disturb me if the need arises. You get your rest, boo. Get your rest, boo. Oh, I could have cooked it. I could also cook it. No, stop it. Just tried to leave and it was just glued to it. I love that view. Alright. Hello. Amazing. Look at me go. Technology. Thanks. Sick, I did it. I crossed the river. Hello there, General Canoe. Give me the thing. Sick. Okay. Okay, I don't want to come over here. That's fine. We'll climb up. Okay. Go up that way. Okay, so yeah, just follow the mountain up. Sick. I'm glad I prepared multiple dishes because holy cannoli, this area is bigger than I thought. Spicy pepper. Spicy pepper. Spicy pepper. I don't know, I'm like whispering so much. I'm whispering a lot, which is not helping me be able to be heard over the game. I am the Glabgo Gabgalab. I am the yeast of people find. I am the yeast of thoughts and mind. I am the Glabgo Gabgalab. Spicy pepper. Talk to pepper. Mushroom. Mushroom dance. Mushroom dance. Rushroom. So we can grow almost anywhere, but first feelings and share clips before eating temporarily increase your movement speed. Fast as fuck, boy. You don't even know how fast I really am, grass. How fast I really am. Live the life of sin. I don't know with Stewie Griffin. Mushroom dance. Mushroom dance. Whatever good it means. It means you've lived the life of sin. Perish, you beautiful bastard. Explodes on the spot. freaking gut. Sure, why not? Let's see what happens if I just put a bunch of apples. Let's go. Oh, let's go. 5 hearts. Sick. Delicious. And scrumptious. Let's eat a yummy, delicious simmered fruit. Oh, it replaces the time. It doesn't add on. Up the pepper for long resistance. That would make sense. I'm like trying to use them sparingly so I get more dishes out of them, but that's probably right. Probably correct, Amanda. Like so totally respond, dude. Tube testicular? Tube testicular. I need to be stopped. Need to be put down. Oh yeah, work that ass leg. Let's go. Go on. Work them glutes. Work them glutes. Tube testing. It's like a rat. It's not a boulder. It's a rock. I don't know why I'm going insane. I'm not like extra hyper. I literally just had like a sip of Dr. Pepper. I'm not like sugar rushed out. I know when I'm sugar rushed out. I'm just having a moment. I mean, they're more like cone shaped. Presume I go that way, but I can also go this way. Whoa, there's... Oh, never mind. Guten Tag. It's probably not. It's probably pronounced like Gutenberg, or... I mean, it could be Gutenberg, like Gutenberg or something, but I just, you know, speak German. Ich spreche Deutsch. Egg. Okay, bye. It's just a common game. That's what it is. Either the game has to be insane or I have to be insane. So like we balance each other out. So because the game is calm, I am nuts, and if the game is nuts, I am calm. Rowra. Rowra. Ah. Meditate. This is a shrine of light. Long ago, I filled these places with light that purges evil. I believe this light will restore an ability your right arm has lost. Now then, extend your hand. Give me a poozle. Oh my god. My foot fell asleep because I was sitting like a freaking lesbian. Foot, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Oh. I get to go to heaven? It's the ascend ability. Lets you travel through what's directly above you, to ascend through it and emerge atop it. I find it quite useful in all sorts of places and situations. Use ascend and receive the blessing from this shrine. Bye. Yeah, Joey, if you wanna do like a gasping face without getting grabbed, you can do you can do a 0. Oh. I don't know if I like that. I just kind of got shat out. That was a little bizarre. Real good. I just read. Because I don't know how often you use Twim. Stone axe. Oh shit. Good. Frank. Sorry, Stick. I love you so dearly, but at last I must. Alright, time to go up again. Blasting off again. boy. Wink. It's a health check. Okay, thank you, Wisp. Thank you, Wisp. Cool Wisp. No, no, no. Made it. That's gonna get a concussion. I have been healthed. I've been healthed. By the one and only. Wooden stick. No? No? Do I have to use a sword? Or a bow? Or the hatchet? Ah, it has to be a Sharpie stick. I don't know if it did. Honestly, I'm not sure if it did. Because they're still kind of just like considered an open area. Oh, there we go. Smelled it. Oh, I thought I had to come up here on purpose. Oh, I thought I had to come up here on purpose. Maybe. Oh, and maybe it just wasn't tall enough. Okay, let me. Oh, I don't know. I thought the ability would have paused it. Okay. I sat up. I've sat up. I'm not sitting like a short. Oof. Coochie neck. Actually, move the mic a little bit. Imagine if you got here. You got here and used your cold resistance, and then you had no more when you had to leave. Just get screwed. Now you take a sippy now. Shoots me in the face with a laser. Oh shit. Kinda. Yeah, ball. It is so pretty. So glad I conveniently lost my arm. Tamara! Hello, Tamara! Hello! Good to see you. It's been a while since I've been able to harass you. It has been so long, yeah. I saw you streaming the other day, and I went to pop in, but I wasn't out of the house. I was at a movie premiere, so I missed you. It's good to see you. I'm so weird to be streaming. True, yeah. Ugh. And I also haven't been streaming very much because I have been off my schedule. So this is the first stream in a while, actually. So, like, you know, like a week or two. But yeah, it's good to see you. Ooh, gosh, oh boy. Hope you're okay. Icky gross. Oh, hi, Robert. I'm getting to that shrine and it restored ability. This is wonderful. If you visit to complete 2 more shrines, you should be able to open the door to the Temple of Time. Give me there. I'm glad you're doing a lot better. Yeah, chemical ick is never fun. Oof. Yeah, we're having our offices painted and, you know, like all our carpets cleaned, and because a couple months ago we bought a adjacent office space and basically demoed a wall between it and had to basically redo everything in it. So we've been having to sit here and like smell all the paint and asbestos and carpet cleaning and all the glue and all the, you know, it's just been like all the smells like oof. I'm very glad you're feeling better. Luckily, we do have our doors, and we just have a like an air filter that we're just running. So like, oh, yeah, it's not too bad. It could be better, but it's not too bad. Alright, there we go. Where are we going? Shrine. I see orb. Ooh. Oh wow, that is that's definitely something. Yeah, it's just like first race. Okay, cool. I threw that over the gap and just lost it. I'm having a lot of fun. I bought it like I got it maybe a couple weeks after it came out, and then I just had it sit in my bag of all my other games for weeks. So I'm very excited to finally be able to actually use it. Man, honestly. Yeah, no, I bought myself the Tears of the Kingdom Switch, and so then I was playing, but then I also got Mario Kart, and I haven't played Mario Kart since Mario Kart Wii, so I got myself Mario Kart, and I was like, okay, well now I have to, so I played Mario Kart for a while, and then I got back into Animal Crossing, New Horizons. I restarted my island, got back into that. And it's just like I kept like basically finding excuses to not play it. I'm pretty sure I do have online, so like we could cart some Marios together. That is a possibility. Okay. If you would be interested, I'll have to throw my friend code at you. Let me actually do the thing they said I should do, huh? Oh, you can. You move using controller check. That is so bright, dear God. Hell yeah. Yeah, we absolutely need to cart some Marios. It's been, you know, years since I actually played it. But once I got back into it, I played it for a couple of weeks straight. It's just, it's been so much fun. I need to actually get my sister to play it again because she was the one I would play it with, and then ever since I got it, she hasn't had the interest in playing it. I need to bug her. Because I've just been playing against 250cc opponents. Or just like random like robots and stuff. Sir, why are you half buried? Sir. Stick. Not clear. Oof. Yeah, go get some rest, beloved. It was good to hear from you. I'm glad you're doing well. Get some rest. Hell yeah. Joe, we need, like, genuinely, when you get out here, like, I am so down for just having, like, 1 or 2 days where we just play Switch games. Oh. Like I said, let's see, we got, there we go. Because I have Animal Crossing New Horizons, I have Mario Kart, oops. Ours. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Mario Kart, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Maker, and I have Cuphead, I have Hades, a couple of games. Happens if we just mash some fruit together. Sick. Oh, did I lose the cold resistance on that one? I did. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. How if I just put you two together? I think if this mushroom, fruit and mushroom mix. Okay, yeah, so it's just that mushroom, because it has a different effect, it's nullifying the heat of this guy. Go, my spicy friends. Oh, yep, there we go, 10 minutes. And then now the final test, just peppers. 12 minutes, there you go. Spicy sauteed peppers. Let's fuck yeah. So yeah, so like putting peppers with random ingredients, just like it makes the resistance worse, but it allows you to make more of them essentially. So it's like, it doesn't, like in the end you're still using the same amount of peppers, to be fair. Oh yeah, 12 and a half minutes, let's go. Let's go. Cooking mushrooms so I don't get frozen to death. Hoopla. Nailed it. Oh, gamer. I'm a gamer. Gamer. Sick. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I don't actually have... Oh, I came up from this side. Did I? I thought I came up from the other side, but honestly, I don't... No, I came up from that side. Okay, so I hadn't gone down here yet. I see that freaking sentry tower over there. What the hell? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to... Wrong lever. Oh, there goes 33% of my health. Alright, let's see. Oh, you look lovely. Hello. I have an experience with your kind, choo-choo. I don't know why I'm so aggressive about it. Ice poo. Ice po Chimbley. Po Chimbley, but we froze his ass. You're a big boy. Hi. Two-way choo-choo jelly. Interesting. Very interesting. There's another one. I was waiting for there to be another one over here. I'm not going. Spicy peppers. Yahoo. Yahoo. Okay, well now I'm back here. Oh my god. I already forgot I had an ability. Oh. Well, there, that would be it. Oh. Okay, leave the hatchet, I guess. Oh my god, I'm dead. Okay. Frankly, I don't know what I was expecting. Yep. Yep. I did not even let you finish your sentence. I am dead. Okay, remembering I have an ability might help me navigate the landscape. I won't lie to you. She kept your cold distance, right? Oh, frick, cancel that. Amiibo is my other ability. Awesome. Oh, he just had the big suck and just threw a weapon into it. Awesome. Alright. Hit the gamer skill this time. Don't mind the fact that I almost instantly died. Ignore that. It's fine. Definitely fine. Universe. Perfect. See, I didn't die. Okay, I thought that was gonna hit, maybe. Fantastic news, it did not. That would have made sense. You don't do that here. It would appear I might have found an enemy that is a little high caliber for me. Oh, he just destroyed my shield. Okay. Yeah, maybe these guys are a little powerful. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I was not expecting them to, because I thought I was doing like decent damage, but it was literally like the first hit dealt damage and the rest of them just did nothing. So I'm just not gonna do that, actually. I have learned from my mistakes. I did get something out of this though, because I remembered how to use my dang ability. It gives me like 10 seconds to forget. Now the fun part is getting back up. The moon. Let's not mess this up this time. Ledge. Yeah, so somehow diving into the water actually made me take more damage. Actually, let me just gonna redo that. It's not worth all of that health just lost immediately. Hold on. This is gonna be So I did not see the S on the scum, I'm not gonna lie. Right, you said you saw a Ledge? Possibly. So anyway. So I think that's too high. Yes. Oh, wait. No way. Oh, shit. Never mind. This is where I wanted to be. Alright, the only reason I went the other way is because I assumed that ledge was going to be too big. Or like too high up. Nope. The only limits to my power is my imagination. Just kick you with my open-toed shoes. Pant. Oh my god. I'm so glad I've gotten 2 pairs of pants. Maybe someday I'll own a shirt. Maybe someday. Okay, so that's where I was. So I'll just keep them this way. Ooh, these definitely can't be bad. Never shuts the tits out all the time. It's a requirement. Feet. I did it. I got my feet on it. I got my feet on it. I saw the pinnacle of technology built advanced innovation for many, many years. Your master uses own devices, your quest will be much easier. Got it, boss. No. No? Okay. He said master them. I don't need to do that right now. It's fine. The tail? Yeah, that's what I thought. Just maybe if I'm standing on it and hit the tail. I'm not sure. I thought those were eyeballs at first. No? Nothing? Hello? Help. I am confusion. My duties today are complete. Oh? This is a rarity. It is unusual for me to receive visitors here. I assume you will require Zonai devices to descend the mountain. Would you like to use the device dispenser? Yes, I'm manufacturing Zonai devices using this device dispenser. Do you see the bowl-like receptacle? Resources held in your hand can be deposited there, except resources such as construct horns and Zonai charges for processing. Altitude here is incredibly high. It is no easy task to descend the mountain. That is why I am preparing wing-type Zonai devices. They are useful tools for making your descent. Zonai capsules are convenient. They are a portable form of Zonai device. You can retrieve at any time. So yes, suggest you deposit resources in the device dispenser before proceeding. Ah, so I have to be a crafty boy. Be a crafty boy. I don't know if it matters which one of which. Probably does. Oh shit. Wing. Flame emitter. Fan. Oh yeah, because I build my own. I forgot you literally build your own devices. I forgot about that. I didn't mean to use that. That's fine. Go. Give me more juice. Right. I'm a scrap mechanic. I got this. Fan, water wing, flame emitter, wing, okay. Sick. I could definitely make this jump right. Oh, sick, I can. I definitely didn't assume the worst. Hello? Hello? I'd like to go now, please. Hello? Oh, bow. Nice. Food's on. It's for cooking food almost any time, anywhere. Lasts for one cooking recipe use. Easier to use on flat surfaces. Can harness lift to ride the wind. Fly for the right balancing in the center of the wing. Emitter fan. Do I... Hold on. Idea. I have to get crafty, ladies and germs. Yeah. Well, that was the best guess. Not here. My assumption was that I would just like push this thing, but it ain't going nowhere. Kind of like, oh wait, are they one time use? Well, I know like the pots are. But can I not take these back? I might have made an oopsie daisy. So just skip that. Sick. I gave it a good shot, I think. I just have this guy now, though. Wait, can I? Aha! I can't move with it, though. Oh! Okay, that's a fun little combo. Okay, so if I set the fan... Yeah. Make sure I don't have to go. Make sure I don't throw this off the cliff. Chucks it off the cliff immediately. Fuck. Oh, that's gone. That is gone forever. Okay. I literally guessed it as I was doing it too. All right, one more try on that one. Hey there, bud. Okay, let's... How far do you throw? Stand at the light? Jesus Christ. Alright. Nailed it somehow. Oh, God. Alright. Yep. Interesting. How do you... Excuse me, how do you bird? Excuse me, bird? How does one you? Can I cheese this? Dang it. Okay. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Help. Yeah. I'll probably have to do that. Let me just talk to this lady. What I learned this mountain conversation. He's very excited to me. These are the device dispenser or Sonate devices. Device dispenser makes it possible to produce. Use in hand, but okay, that's all she's got to say. All right. Okay, well, I'm on them. Mild confusion. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, shit. Well, okay. Alright then. Uh-oh. Oh god, too much. Too much. Too much. Oh. Sick. Okay, that's... There you go. Okay, so they're just gliders. They have no power of their own. Noted. One wee question. How I see this rail thing and it intrigues me. It has been intriguing me for a long time. I must go inspect the rail thing. Back up there. You know, you're probably right, actually. But also rail thing. Yeah, well that sucked. Hold on. Try that again. Okay. Just really does not want me to get on this rail thing, huh? Rail thing, yeah. Epic gaming. Epic games. Only play. I feel like this is probably not the way you're supposed to use this. Maybe a little bit. Hey dude, what's up? We're definitely supposed to be here, right?
Ah.
See, they're still broke even now. He really created constructs to assist in our endeavors. All of us were fond of them. Never imagined they would continue to carry out their assigned tasks to this day. The fact that their labor no longer serves any purpose, yet they still perform it. It is disquieting to me. Free boat. Free boat. Free boat. Okay. I probably honestly will just save come back up there. Oh. Me. Alright. Maybe not. I don't know. Stone axe. Sick. Sorry, stick. You've gotta go. Bridge. Watch me die. Sick. Shh. It's fine. I don't need abilities. Abilities are for those who remember they have them. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sick. No. No ability on this one though. So what did I do for you? Who are you? I feel like I need like another ability for these or something. Cause I have like a freaking Wi-Fi signal on it. Idea, you say? Bird, hello. Oh, you're so smart. You are so smart. Holy cranoldies. So let's just go back to the. Is that the nearest one, really? Yep. Okay. I just gotta go back to where I got the pants. That's fine. Probably should have thought to have saved before I jumped off of the island onto a bird. Onto a fake bird, but you know. That would have made sense. We don't do that here. Would it really be my content if I ever made any sense? Good news is though, now I know what I'm doing. And I have all of my resistance back. I also won't be throwing a fan off the cliff. Hello, sir. Alright. Time to throw a bunch of crap in here. Bunch of crap in here. Go. Oh, I can't skip the first one. Fan, wing, fan, pod. Bleh. Sick. Wait. There we go. Sweet. And then just, I did it again. Nope. Yeah, I can't. Okay, apparently there's a cannon event to use that for anything. Push the bird off the ledge and then jump back onto it. Because if I try to like stand behind it to push it, I could just get on it. I presume that you kind of just like. Because wait, now that I have my stuff and haven't wasted a bunch of crap. So, let's see, yeah, like maybe because I would assume that you can just kind of plop them anywhere because you get like I just put them places. Well, you know, that made sense to me. That made sense to me, frankly. Laws? Laws? Oh, that was, oh, law. It's like laws? What laws? Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, we tried. Yeah, I'm gonna assume I need another ability for that. Frankly. Because there's a bunch of them around and I can't interact with them yet. Random idea. Can I just go on an adventure? Can we go on an adventure together? And is this a bad idea? Oh my god. Yeehaw! Let's go. Hey, I found a chest. I may have done an oopsie. May or may not have done a small oopsie. This is why we save. I got stuck on the flame emitter. Alright, adventure time. Actually, let's see. Out of sheer curiosity, before I go anywhere. Great news, there's nothing here. Great news, everyone. Got a special delivery from Neptune 4. Alright, just gonna go down to pick up some spid. A little this side. Pull up a little bit. Gain some distance. Down, gain some more spid. Get back into it. Look at me go. No, I'm with the science team. Ah. I have a really horrible voice mod preset that basically just gives me like that really horrible walkie-talkie like style grain, and so if I do an impression of Dr. Kleiner, I can it turns out pretty good. It's a little odd to me that you have to hit exit after you've already swam through the entire rock, but you know. Strange feeling I don't make that gap. Mushroom. That's the words. Possibly, but I don't think I can move them yet. Like, I don't have like a magnet ability or anything yet, so I can't pick up stuff and move it. It's a good idea, but yeah, I can't interact with anything yet. Only got ascending directly to heaven. I can finally krill myself, as in shrimpification. All right. You give me a goodie. You give me a goodie. Next one. Right, the Magnuts. Get a massive pair of steel balls. Hi. It just shows how short your legs are. So you've made it here. Now then, extend your right hand. Reach out and touch grace. Heavy ball. You activated my trap card. Heavy ball. Every time I see that icon, it's like a monkey's paw. Ultra. It was literally that. It's the Ultra Hand ability. Allows you to move objects freely and attach them to other objects. With it, you'll be able to build a great number of things. Really, anything you can imagine. Ultra Hand receive the blessing from this shrine. Alright, time to manhandle God. Let's go. Sick. Oh god. That is extreme. Sick. Oh. Oh, they're gluey. Just wax myself directly in the head. Radical. Glue! Whisper the glue. I see you. Can't hide from me. Hell no, that rotated boy on the x-axis. Hell no. What did you do to our boy? You feeble fool. Get around. Oh, look at I move with my big strong muscles. Sick. Yeah. Yeah. You can put in decorations and crafts in ancient times. Sick. Taking you with pure spite. Alright. I almost just killed myself. What are we doing? De-glued. Not with it. All down. What are we even doing here? Oh. Never mind, I lied. Reach out into space. Sick. I'm putting this on upside down. Let's go! Adventure time! Wahoo! Sick. I did it. That's right. It goes in the square hole. Tism is strong with this one. Get this Scorbador out of my arm. Yeah. I went over and actually closed my door so I can words. So I don't have to like try and whisper myself. May the lights of blessing grant you the strength as you seek. I don't know why they became like old grandpas that time, but they did. Literally, he's just a goat dude. He's just a goat dude. He's so you. Honestly, like if you wanted to go for like that could be an idea for your dude, or it's just goat dude if you wanted to pursue that route. Just drops it directly off the cliff. Sick. Why did I come over here? Inspired cheesehead. So you're saying you could become a circle? Mushroom. So I'm realizing, how are you supposed to get down? You don't want to merp for the rest of your days? Merp, 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 merp. Merp, 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 merp. Hey, stop it. You wild boy, stop it. It's boulder time. I keep my face get stuck. You just become the wedge of cake that you tried to remove. The punking stick. Danger? No, no. What are you talking about? No idea what you're talking about. No idea. I can't rotate it anymore. Stop it. Why is it trying to rotate backwards? You're good. Stop. Okay. Stay. Nope. Stay. New weapon. I mean, funnily enough, I could actually just use this to kill people. Horrible idea. Let me say it before I kill myself. Scientific test. The next herbal space program. Yeah, no, can't move it because I'm on it. Oh well. Adventure! I am a creature. Look at me go. We're going on an adventure. Wait, can I like retrieve this? I can't stick it, it's so sad. What I can do though. Bam. Who needs to bridge anywhere? Your barriers can't hold me. I have a giant stick. Hello? Oh, there it is. No, I have no idea what you mean. There's no such thing. Bridges aren't real. So now the true question. True question remains. My beautiful creation. Hammer. No way. Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Discovery made. I can't lift him any higher. No. No. Oh, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Come here, my beautiful boy. No. No, it's too powerful. That is an entire possibility. Okay. We adjust a little better. I see nothing wrong with this. This is fine. Just wanna connect the bottom one. Okay. I'm sorry, Raft. If we go to the other end. Hammer. Hammer. The sad thing is, I have nothing to hit. I have the biggest hammer this world has ever seen, and nothing to bonk. Yay. Here's... Oh my god. Oh, look, those are so far away. They're all the way over there. This is a journey that must be done. Hold on, this is a journey that must be done. See, the convenient part, a pilgrimage. My journey has only just begun. I love that I can't lift these any higher above my head. I just physically can't. Don't mind the giant floating block of whatever the hell, guys. Don't mind it. Don't mind me. Just don't even think about it too hard. Just don't think about it too hard. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Nothing even happened. Nothing even happened. See, I don't need bridges where I'm going. I have a giant stick. Oh, that's too far. That is too far. Okay, maybe I need a slightly longer stick. I can't reach that far. Okay. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can't cheese it that bad. Just there we go. Maybe possibly Maybe a little bit. Maybe the gods themselves will condemn me for my craftiness. However, until they personally come down from their high horse of Olympus and smite me directly into Tartarus, I will continue my voyage. This is my Hercules had 12 trials. I have 1. This is it. This is my 1 trial. They'll never ask me to do anything ever again. And frankly, I see that as a success. Take the back from you. Exactly. Now just stop me yourself, you dead fuck. Stay. See, I'm just gaining in early... This one right next to me? My boy! No, that's the one I got this ability from. I just circled back around. You know what? I don't feel like I'm gonna question whatever the hell's happening. I'm just gonna... Okay, stop that. Down. Strategy. Come, my boy. Where are you going? Stop leaning, you spicy bastard. Okay. Just wait. I was gonna like knock him over the side, lay him down, but what if I simply made him my bridge? One of these times I'm gonna set him down, he's gonna fall off while I'm on the handle, and he's gonna eject me into Mars. Oh, no, shit, that works. So you do this before he falls off. Look at that. Ah, shit, no, it's down. Hold on. This definitely is not a war crime of any kind. Whatever Khan doing. This is definitely not. I see nothing wrong with what's happening here. Frankly, I feel like this is a display of Hyrulean ingenuity, and people should be taking notes. Look at me go. They even gave me a little platform. Kind of gameplay that was different. This is what everyone should have been expecting when you came into stream today. And if I'd expect a full report as to what was different about what you actually what you truly expected before you came in compared to what's happening now. There should be nothing. Flip my boy over. I'm honored. Thank you. You know me so well, my love. I'm doing all of this fully aware of the fact that I'm probably gonna get there and I'm gonna try and bonk those idiots and it's gonna do no damage. But I gotta... Hi, Wisp. Okay, we're back on the main island. Should just be a long walk. Hello, Sage. Hello. Ooh. Welcome in. Oh, there's a god cursed tiny rock. Health check indeed. One moment, I'm not in the best spot. Don't mind what's happening here, folks. Please keep moving on with your routine activities as if nothing was different than regular. Okay. We are at the island. Just need to get to the back side of this island. With the hammer. So that's not how you expect you to fall down. Yeah, this just seems like a free shortcut to be, so. Ah, frick. Okay. Oh, come on. Get me up there. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my god. It keeps like toggling me between climbing and running because it's confused as hell. Really bad idea. We're gonna try it. Well, I don't know why I tried that, frankly. I think I just lost like all of that progress. Oh, nope. Okay, never mind, we're good. Never mind, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Let me do health check. Okay, sit up. Oh, I'm out of soda. Time for water, I guess. Dang it. See a large shadow just looming around. I think it's just the hammer. I've taken a sip. I'm sitting up. I'll do a stretch. Okay, climb. Oof, gee. Let's go to the other side over here. I should be able to grab it from here. I was kind of, frankly, honestly, I was kind of bummed when I kept seeing like clips of this building system every like 5 seconds on every social media platform ever. But honestly, they could not have prepared me for its true potential in any way. No one could have seen what was truly possible. Yeah, commands are broken for now. I still need to fix where did all of my hammer just disintegrated? I think I went too far. Oh. Shots are in for maintenance. Please keep anxious. If you have any need for one. Darn. Okay, I'll have a good look. Have a good looking. You'll be fine. Just don't move. It's fine. It's close enough. Isn't quite long enough. You know what that means. time to do it to yet another raft. Oh. It's definitely fine. 100%. I say that is really cute. Thank you. Wish I could maybe see it sometime. Not forced. Alright. Yay! Yay, nice picture. Yahoo! Oh, good. I eated it. I eated the beans. Uh-oh. I just instantly died. Oh, shit. Okay, maybe this was not a worthwhile endeavor. Huh. So the good news is, though, that I can now go back up this island normally, and, yeah, all of my hammer's gone. Okay. Fair enough. I can now go up this island normally, and just get to the shrine that's up here. Or whatever the hell I was going for. It's all for nothing. It's all for nothing. My love, my joy. So of course my first thought now is if I can take the gliders, just like and just stand on them and just chuck them, or like do something stupid like that, because I feel like that would be fun. Go forth, my son. Yahoo! Yeah. Happens if I send you into the stratosphere. Yeah, I've heard of it. Oh, its sword just exploded. Awesome. Wondering if you still get the ability to like freeze a thing like, in place and just whack it a whole bunch of times to give it a whole bunch of kinetic energy. Because that was always fun. It also inspired a ton of like bugs, like a ton of exploits, not bugs. That's it. Joey! Yay! Hands on! Thank you! Yay! Hehe. Coming for you, you slimy bastard. You're next. Nah, I was going to grab the broken thing. I love that I look like I'm going to give somebody an awkward side hug. Just like not quite up for it. Just not feeling it really. I always love that these are just tutorial islands. Like, this is the beginning. It would be funny if I could just like slap a rock on his head. Darn it. Come on. No. Circle. I can. Like, I'm like wondering, like, what exactly counts as a full ledge? Cause like that does count as a ledge. Okay, so it just has to be looks like it just has to be above me. But yeah, that's just like that's too tall. So. Because I haven't been really looking for ledges to go up, because I always assume that the ledge, like, it's just not, like, it's gonna be too tall. I missed Breath of the Wild. This was I mean, I just missed Legend of Zelda in general. Yay, my favorite part. So a small detail, at least in my opinion, this is a small detail that's still cool, is that they like basically gave you an idea of what your max health and stamina would look like. Like in that like intro sequence, so you're like, hey, this is what your dude looks like, fully crumped. Cherry picture. It's like, hey, here's your whole ass dude. Here's your guy. It's like, wow, and then they just immediately like basically kill you. Checks out. Alright, it's wizard time. Oh yeah, actually I can test. No, not you. Yeah, okay, so you can pick these guys up, which is awesome. Stuff I don't know in this game. That's, yeah, no, you're probably right too. Actually, wait, because if I'm not being silly about this, then I can probably just... Yep. Sick. Okay, so I can fix these guys if I want to. Alright. Adventure time. Come on, grab her pen. Go to where it is. Oh yeah, so I still can't be on it. Okay. Darn. Yeah, they probably just prevented players from being on it and moving it at the same time, because that is how you cause people to launch themselves into space. No? There. It's too thick. It's too thick. So I see like the extra spots for more buttons. Like, does that mean that I'm gonna just be able to do more stuff? Weird noises. Ah, it was a chest. Awesome. So maybe, unsurprisingly, I wasn't supposed to come to the frozen area first. Wait, not break. Hello? There you go. Fair enough. Well, there you go. 40. Right. Any cow? Oh wow. Any coal rocks back here? No. Oh, I need to clear one more shrine, was it? Up here before I can get the door? I'm so glad I climbed all the way up here again just to open that. I wonder if I can rotate the glider mid-air. That would be a cool thing to do. appears that is not the case. Okay, well. Fly once more. Haha. Sick. Uh-oh. Goodbye forever. No. Much sadness. Hello, sir. Glad you're just everywhere, huh? Find ourselves in a sea of clouds. Interesting. That would mean we're at quite an altitude. As you heard from the steward construct, this land is the Garden of Time, site of the kingdom's rites and ceremonies. On my day, it was on the surface. Yeah, sorry about that. There it goes. Off to leave and live a life of his own, away from his parents. I was sniff snarfing so hard I actually hurt my nose. This is really just mushrooms. There is an entire island over here, inaccessible by normal means. Just got mushrooms on it. Oh, I see you. You cannot hide from me. Give me the contents. Real. Whoa. Zonite. Receive high purity. This amount of energy can such as higher power. Regular zonite. Zonite. Yeah, never mind. There we go. Very conveniently, there's a large body of water right below me. Let's not sprint into it though, because I want to make sure. So let me go back this way. I want to make sure I can actually get to the edge and not drown. That would be funny, so wouldn't it? Just waste all my stamina getting to the edge of the cliff just to jump in the water and immediately drown. Okay, so I got Shrine in the Snow, Shrine way the heck over there. Got that one. Yeah, that one. I've yet to actually open the thingy. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Rip. Oh. Ability to rise. Device dispenser. Can always rest on the lip. Oh. You were literally so smart. Why am I playing this game? Why aren't you playing this game? I can't wait till you're here. It's just. A green light should appear above each of them. I ain't seen no green. Or are they saying that like green light before you're done? Is that a very random thought? I feel like it has to be like I'm a big fan of fantasy and whatnot, or fantastical medieval age worlds and things. But being able to live in a world like this, like even the simplest thing being able to just put your entire body into your sprint, just run like this. Just like, yes, please. That's the dream. That would be nice. Ah, I see a green. Oh my baby, oh my honey, oh my ragtime girl. Send me a kiss by my heart. Set my heart on fire. I wonder what ability I'm gonna get this time. Wow. Ominous crack in the floor. Hello. We have our heading. Shit. Never mind. Maybe there's another one that way. Smell shroom. It's gonna be like, yeah, right. Oh my god. Sword chef. Yeah, well, hitting. Shit. Never mind. Famous Jack Sparrow quote for when you don't know where the hell you're going. Or like why there's just a giant divide right here. That'll be nice. Oh. Well, that would be why the map is misleading. Just go over here. No, I can't teleport there. I thought I would have been able to teleport to the shrine. I thought that's what that was. But no. Well. Right. That'd be so much fun. Funny enough, when I was in middle school, you know, when you're really young and they're like, hey, contemplate the entire rest of your life right now for a grade. And when I did, I was looking at going to the ICE, Institute of Culinary Education in Maine, funnily enough. And now I'm looking more at like fish. Of course, wanna get more into marine biology and like all those different studies and things. But because I love working with food, but I hate like serving random ass people food. Because I don't know what their likes are. Even if they order something, it's not probably not going to be what they like, and like, and the pressure of having to prepare like 8 dishes at once just gets to me really bad. Even if it's just like multiple parts of one dish, it gets to me really bad. I want to water. Yeah. I want to go in like. Actually, because I never make up my mind on anything. At the same time, when I was looking at ICU stuff, ICE stuff, oh god, not ICU. I was also looking at. I do have to 6. I'm not sure it's next. Here you go. Sick. Like botany, and plant studies, and because. To be full disclosure, it was because I was because of like what got me interested in it was an anime I had watched. It was just a silly little like fantasy slice of life, but I just oh god, interesting how fast I'm out of here. But it was a fantasy slice of life, but it was, like a prince fell in love with an herbalist, and, so of course he, like, sleeper agents activated, sleeper code received, threat neutralized. Like, it was just really cute, because it was just like, like prince had fallen in love with an herbalist, and then they just, hung out, and she used the excuse of being the court herbalist and court botanist to get close to him, essentially, or like stay close with him. But I just was fascinated with the plant study side of it. Like she could walk into the royal garden and identify every single plant and its medicinal uses, and that was just like fascinating to me. I don't know what exactly I want to end up doing, but I want to do something in the sciences because I want to do something where I am like studying. Not math, not English, not literature, just studying the world around us and how we live in it. Well, I mean, even if that wasn't my goal, I got one. And I definitely won't complain about that. My darling little prince. Yeah. I don't know where I want to end up, but wherever I do end up, I want to do it again. And that's on gay, folks. I don't know, I did like that briefly. Korok. What's up, duder? Hello. I hate these guys in the same way that I love them so much. I want to ride whatever rail that is. That looks so cool. And then, even if you don't know it, Joey, you have absolutely, like, reignited my passion for scientific nonsense. Yeah, absolutely. Like, an indoor lab wouldn't be bad, but I would want the indoor lab to be like a garden if I had to, or like an aquatic garden would be so cool. That would be so cool. Because one of my really fascinating part of it is like microbiology. Just like all the little dudes. Like, of course, I mean, a lot of them are just deadly to us, but also a lot of them are what keep us alive. Even if we don't know it. And like, the world around us is fascinating, even down, like, from the biggest, brightest stars to the smallest little microbes, and I can't get enough of all of it. And that's the hard part, is because I can't study all of it all at once. That would, like, ruin the average, like, ruin just anybody. So I have to pick a field, or maybe two. But, like, I don't want to do that. I want to pick all of them. But I put the answer yes for my test. But, for a long time, I had kind of, like, moved away from the sciences. Like, when I was a kid, you know, I wanted to be an astronomer, I wanted to be an astronaut, I wanted to be a robotics engineer, I wanted to be a chemist, I wanted to, you know, just do everything. And once I started getting older, I lost interest in that. Like, not that I didn't lose interest. I pushed it away because the efforts in getting there, like all the extra schooling, the money, the time, the just sheer, like, the general risk of doing it and not getting anywhere, just all of it piled up and just seemed off-putting and scary, frankly. Like, I could spend, like, easily 8-10 years on a field learning, studying, and just, like, grinding my life away just to like have it go nowhere. But that's kind of how everything is. So I need to just let myself find something that just sets my freaking heart on fire, like you do. And just go. Ooh, I would love to talk to your Uncle Mike. Just grabs your Uncle Mike by the face. Just, mine. Alright. Can I... Okay, I think I can get down. I just keep going down one. Oh, be gentle. Pinches him cheeks. I do not want to hurt him. I am simply excited. Just grabs his entire head. Doesn't even go to shake his hand. I just grab his face. I totally forgot I could do this. Oh my god, why is it all the way right there? Why is it all the way right there? Okay. Okay. Wait. Grabbed. I just jumps right off the cliff and dies. That would have been fun. Just wanted to move. Yep. Fuck. Zero, hello. Welcome in. I just slammed my face directly into the earth. Welcome in. That reset me back a little bit. Oh, that reset me back all the way here. Okay. Hello, Zero. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I might have done that. Not that. Stop it. Just, okay, I was gonna try and cheat my way around. I don't think it's gonna let me. Scribble PNG, let's go. Oh no, it's scribble time. Oh no. Wait, where did Scribble go? Hold on, Scribble PNG has disappeared. One moment, I must reset Scribble PNG. Where the heck did Scribble go? Hello? It's so odd. It's just in my... It's just in my assets folder and it's not here anymore. So... wait, so we do? Okay, found it, there we go. It's odd that it just disappeared as a state. Stop. Alright, there we go. Scribble BNG returns. This is this is what you spent the points on. I'm no Scribble. I forgot to add the... There we go. We're done. Don't worry, it only lasts 15 minutes. Oh, I appreciate you, Wisp. a gem to have around, you know. There we go. Let's try this again. Alright, so I don't know how exactly I want to do this. Let's get down one more. Actually, no, this is the one where it gets stuck. Yeah. Okay. Let's save here this time. Not that. Alright, progress has been saved. Okay. Oh, it was wiggling? I don't know if it's enough to get it to go anywhere though. Looks like it's moving, but I'm pretty sure that's just the moon. Yeah. Come on. Just like try to, I don't want to just like slip off the end again. There's absolutely a better way to do this, but this is the way I decided is definitely best for me. Yeah, yeah, come on. Literally is like wheeling off the edge as we speak. Well, come on. I don't know how much closer to the edge I can get this thing. Oh, come on. Come on. Well. So we save. Alright, can't see my OBS, hold on. There you go. Joey's over here all sneaky and cozy, and I'm just rattling. Alright, I forget we do that. Just gotta load so I don't waste one. Hehe, save scum. Try it again. Let's just go like, because it looks so much closer to the edge. It's literally just because of the because the snow rolls off. Like it just grabs on so well. Might just have to do it again. Because I feel like it's just gonna slip right off, but then it just falls flat. Or it could do that. That is an option I did not consider. It just straight up flips completely over. Okay. So if I go too far, it just flips over 180%. It's like a percent, really? Degrees. Just does a complete 180 and just flips me on the ground. Let's see where you go. Okay, not near enough. Because I want it to just like fall off just a little bit. Yeah, then that would just dump me on the floor again. Man, I know I'm just definitely cheesing this because you're supposed to go all the way around, but I am way lazy. And if I don't have to go all the way around, I will happily just screw on with this. Until I can get it right. Nope. Well, oh, that one worked. It just wasn't on it. Frankly, I don't know if I would have stayed on that. There's just nothing here I can use. I was thinking like maybe if there was some logs I could use, I could just build like a really shoddy platform that would fall down. But no. Okay. Give it the stretch ed posture check. Nope. Okay, roll forward a little bit. Oh, that's right. I missed Zero's drink. Sorry about that, Zero. Did not mean to miss that. Just do them all right now. Oh, phew, that was good me. Gripsy. Alright. There we are. Okay, so if I can get it like right on the edge. Really nothing. Even more on the edge. I did it. I did it. I did it. Could have gone further, but I did it. That's the important part. I made it down without having to go all the way the frick around. And with that, I am satisfied. I'm going to save before I make a dumb mistake. No! I'm sorry, Joey. Feel free to head out and get some rest. I'm probably gonna hop off myself here soon. So I need to just start going to bed on time. Thick stick. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, ow. To me, I'm biggest stickus. Fear me, I have a giant metal thingy. Okay. Awesome. Hello, sir. I found you. Good news, bad news. Good news is I made it down one big ledge. Bad news is it's just another one. Wait, I can go down that cliff. I'm able to go all the way down. I should be able to go down enough to not instantly die. Especially if I eat myself a good munchie. I have like a really crappy skewer. Ah, here's a fruit mushroom mix. Perfect. Just once again, save before I make a stupid mistake and delete myself forever. Completely missed. Like that. That's the stupid mistake. It's like complete, for some reason, forgetting you don't have air control. Because why would you have air control? Because it's a Zelda game. That's not how that works. Oh, thanks for the fall damage warning game. I had no idea. A lot of notifications. Goodbye, all of the notifications. Right. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see if I can aim for the hill a little bit better. Or just, you know, hit the climb down button. How much sense would that make if I hit the climb down button? I see a bird. Just not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go down like as far as I feel comfortable, and then I'm just gonna drop. Don't want to jump too high. Just being impatient. I want to just like drop as soon as I can, but like, I know if I drop too high, that'd take a bunch of damage. So there we go. Discovery. Pit cave. Bright bloom seed. See, it's often found in caves or wells. When struck, it'll take root and bloom, giving a faint light small flower. Oh, interesting. Eat the seed. Cooking with the seed. Just unbearable heat stands on the stove. Happens if I just put the seed with a bunch of fruit. You just miscellaneous dish again. Oh. Yep. I made a bunch of miscellaneous fish. Fish? Yep. So I just put it with like a bunch of mushrooms. Can I get like a simmering mushroom dish? No, it's worse. Okay. Are there more? If I can get back up to 5, I'll just toss 5 of them up in a dish. Oh no, it's worse. Game done. Eyeball? Eyeball. So the glaring red acid, attach one to an arrow to grant a homing quality to the arrow. And arrows and flying giant bright bloom seed. Interesting. Oh. It's an anti-gravity frog. come back to you later. I have an objective. Wait, no, hold on. Frog. Forgum. Me when I formg. You're just forgum? Forgogum? Forbogle? Forgus? Forger McDougal? So we got somehow I made a dish that was worse than all of the collective parts combined of what I used to make. Me when I frog roar. Frog roar. Fantastic, thank you. This is like a frog noise too. Ranch. Hi, buddy. This is awful. Where's my friend? Huh? You can see me? I'm a Korok, one of the children of the forest. I was traveling with my friend, but we got separated. Friend is sending up a smoke signal. I can't wait to catch up. I'm so tired, though. I can't even move. Remember, these are the ones you're supposed to build them, like, essentially a craft to get across, and people would just strap rockets to them and just shoot them into the sky. What's up, baby? How you doing, baby girl? How you doing? Oh, damn. So many portable pots. Correct. Can I put a... Oh. Oh, just... it says no and spits the banner back out. So we can't go... Oh, yeah, fair enough. Wait, can I? Oh, yeah, I can't eat the seeds, huh? Lame. Boring. What if I put... Oh. Well. Fair enough. Alright. Some man in Lego City. Oh, I have a lot of building resources over here. Okay. So I just need to build something that can get across this gap. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm so good at what I do. Definitely. A Blamka? No, didn't. Is the bird can I just glue a bird? So what I wanted to do, I've glued him. His life is in my hands now. So what I want to do, I want to like put rails essentially to like guide this along. So then he just doesn't. So the thing doesn't just like slip right off. It just dies immediately. Yes, a rock. Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. God, my mechanical genius. I just put like... No, no. You know, that is not at all where I want you to go. can't. Stay there. Nope. Okay. I got you. Bonk, bonk. That's... It's coming to me. He's having the time of his life. What? What? Major trauma. No such thing. Glue. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Just need to move it on this side of the rail. Okay, don't mind the absolute rickety-rackety nonsense of this. Just... Okay, let's save before I send us all careening into the abyss. Interesting. And the stick exploded. Awesome. Let's free it from its mortal chains, also known as the ground. Okay. Kind of forgot I didn't have that. Nope. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hey, good news. It works. Problem is... Okay, there you go. Success. First try, baby. I didn't even send him going into the abyss once. I just have to unglue him. Oh my boy. Oh, they actually give me like hooks and carts on this side. What's the fun on the side? I was like thinking about gluing him like through the bottom or even through the middle, but I didn't want him to be too low so it would hang out, so I could actually like get it on the ground. But I'll probably just use the baskets now. Corksy times 2. Slay. I can only imagine what would happen if I just chuck his friend into the abyss. Wait. Ah, that would be really funny. Okay. Free fan? Okay, I get to build a free car. A free choo-choo. Oh. Perfect. Whee. You're so right. Actually, hold on. Go, my boy. Okay. So, yeah. See that track there? See, our trade adventures have only just begun. Question being, how do we get... Trades. My autism powers are activating as we speak. These rails shall know no mercy. I feel like they have to give me the hooks for a reason. There's got to be a point where I'm gonna have to like hang on to the bottom of a rail. Save first. Oh yeah, absolutely. Zonaite. How happens if I just throw you into the sky? Sick. Alright. Move all of my ingredients of stairs first. Okay. Another cart for safekeeping. Perfect. Okay, so I can only imagine this is only going to be a good thing having only one fully functional rail. Full rubber. Okay. Silly Polar Express tactic does not work. Excalibur will be mine. Okay, let's do the savey save before I chuck all of these into friggin' next Tuesday. Idea. Ooh, idea, you said. Would it make this a hover car? Hook on top of two carts together. That's upside down. That is upside down. Hold on. That would be really funny. Also not serve my purpose at all. A moment, sir. I'm gonna have to escort you to the side, please. Hide. Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I wanted. What do you need? This is exactly what I was talking about. Precisely. Exactly, precisely. This is definitely what I needed. Yep, that's also, yep. See, the game gets it. The game knows exactly what I'm looking for in all of my placements. I think it even knows better than I do at this point, actually. See, it knows precisely what I want. Somehow, I put that on backwards and did not even lock that in as I think I did. Truly, this is exactly what was intended. Obviously. Oh shit. You know, that could have gone a lot worse. Because, like, I could just... Oh, hold on. The fan is in the way. You know. Oh dear God. Lord who art in heaven, what is happening? Okay. Sadly, I cannot have all of these attached, at least not in the same direction. Excess weight, what do you mean? Everything is exactly as it was intended to be. Just chuck my spear directly at it. Stop that. Everything is a necessary part? Question mark? You read my bad, OG. Perfect. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep. Whoop. There you go. Good. Frickin' snailed it. Literally the best in this game. Don't even cares. Don't even has any idea what they're doing compared to me. I'm just so cool. Don't forget the underscore. Just you my beautiful, beautiful creature of some kind. You stay there. I have a strange feeling that you're not staying there. Beloved, get some sneeb. Get some sneeb, my love. That's right, I still want to go. I just take off facts. Hebe. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, once I get up here, I'm probably gonna call it myself because I have been getting to bed way too late. Even though I would love to keep going, I really cannot. Because I was dead at work today. It was so bad. Oh, good. Another one of those. Okay, wait, where am I going? Where am I? Who am I? What's happening? I kind of forgot I was going towards the green thing, frankly. Kind of forgot that's what I was doing. This seems like a perfect opportunity for me to take my rail car down. Oh, so yeah, you're right. It's my true curse. I'm just so autistic about trains. There may be a consequence of this I did not consider. Never mind. We are just... Holy shit, we're gamers. Screw gravity. Who needs it? Oh, yeah, do you not have a you don't have a custom like profile color set? I thought you were just red. Adventure awaits for no man. Oh, I might have forgot about that. I see these rails. You can hide from my autism. I don't think this is gonna actually... Nah, okay, it doesn't work. That would have been pretty epic and NA swag if it did though, frankly. Oh, I'm thinking about this. Oh god. The lag. Ugh. Rotating with this thing is not a good idea. Mushroom. Sorry, Choo Choo Slime, I am busy. Red. I need to go find how to turn that off again, unless they removed the ability to turn that off, because I haven't been able to find it. Oh. Restores my stamina. Yes. Viagra. Can I even... Freaking... No, I've tried to find it before, and I've found it before, and I never... Like, I found it a couple of times, and then once I tried to find it again after that, it was just never... Nope. I have some bad news. I may or may not have just fucking... I tried to jump and I just didn't jump. It just didn't. I don't know when I saved, so that's gonna be fun. Okay, no, it's recent. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Yeah, it was the chest. Okay, I was like, yeah. No, it wiped the boy. Loading a save wipes your creation. No. What's it all for, anyways? Oh yeah, my preferred color is my Blurple Gray, which I do have a custom profile color set. So it should appear. It should be that, like, slightly desaturated purple. Oh my god, there's a body of water right here. It was all for naught. It was all for naught. Oh shit, I can build a raft. My poor son, born directly with my autism. My tism spawned. I don't actually know if I'm gonna need to. I see a rail. I see a really big rail. Hello. Some constructs were the first to be built. After that, we crafted others suited to different roles. Colony constructs, maker constructs. Find all sorts of them still active in this place. Some became so skilled within the specialties that they surpassed us. We began to learn from them instead. Should take time out to talk to them. To talk to. Rather. They can teach you many things you might not yet know. Hey, Apple. Cave. It's a cave, yay! Chest. Ooh, Joey. Finally, a shirt. Finally, a shirt. Oh. I could go across the river and go to the rail, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna withhold my autism for a moment. For us, for I must complete the mission. The very task I came with my son, my boy, who is now lost forever into the darkness. Have a shirt. You're right. You're just right. Nah, let's just have a shirt. Gaming. Snailed it. Mushroom. live. He will live on in our hearts and in the VOD. Didn't even get to name him. Oh, it probably would have been like Turbotron 3000 or something if he was still around. Bartholomew, like my other sons, Bartholomew, and Bartholomew, and also Bartholomew. I love them all so dear. Where? No, no. Why do you just... He just glued a freaking... He just lit my shield on fire. And it's gone. Awesome. Ah, oh shit. I don't know why I didn't consider that you could slap stuff onto your weapons. You very much can. The rocks at me. Weird. Says I'm sending you the call for them. Bartholomew. There's like a stampede of like a hamster, a rock, a freaking like jet propulsion minecart. Probably a house, a car, I don't know. What else could be realistically named Bartholomew? Oh yeah, I forgot they tried to burn my burn mode and stick to death. Gonna need to find another shield, which is fun. Like, okay, now the real test. No, what? Why could they do it? Why could they do it if I can't? That's some bull honky. Melee weapon. It's like the hammer I had earlier, but worse. Literally just a great sword. Sweet. Strategy. Alright, that was awesome. Great combat. Let's go. Come here, great sword. It'd be really funny if you could just like chuck things through this. This is a great idea. This is a great idea. This is a great idea. This is the greatest plan. Oh, the world is seen such high-level strategy in warfare. I am carrying a wooden stick with a tree and a sail attached to it as my weapon. Weapon of choice. The nearest blunt object. Red, Joey! Red! It only took me an hour. Teehee. The Joey is red. I recognize that guy. I know that guy. You're that guy, pal. You're that guy. So you've made it here. Now then, extend your right hand. Give me some more of that good power, Daddy Man. Amazing. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be bombs? Is it gonna be a gun? A sword? A sword? Giant sword? Fuse. Attach something to it. Oh my god, the joke weapon I have outside is a reality. Right, therefore enhancing it. Pick up the sword and fuse a nearby object. Use fuse and receive the blessing from this shrine. Bonking stick, bonking stick, bonking stick. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Anything you thought you knew about what your capabilities were, throw that out the window. Every time again, this is actually a game mechanic. Literally. I just predicted a game mechanic. What I'm hearing is that I'm just that good. Let's freaking go. Havad. Havadi. Oh god, look at it. Yes. Oh, sick. You should design my Zelda game. I have nowhere near enough skill to be put on the next Zelda game team, but if I did, I think I would shit my pants and die. Like, dream come true right there. But I know for a fact I do not have near enough anything to do that. Peppa. Peppa? With the... What do you do this? Combined fired fruit generally does heat when struck. When cooked quickly, its heating properties improve blood flow and stimulate muscles to raise attack power in high temperatures. I just stuck a little guy on it. I stuck a little guy on it. Let's do a fire axe. That's gonna be fun. Oh. Come on, that. Fuse's already been used on this. Oh my god. The stone axe is literally just a wooden stick with a rock. That's amazing. That's actually, let's see. Oh my god. Joey. You are a genius, my love. Nice actual book goblin. That would be pretty rad. It's like material to attach? Oh! You can do that. Okay, so it doesn't look like you can do it to an arrow or a bow. But you can attach materials to your arrow shots. That's what that does. Noted. Interesting. Very interesting. Hold on. I see what you mean now. Maybe I might have done the wrong thing. Really? It's just, I assume if I hit the stuff behind it, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. See, Joey? Combined team effort right there. Team effort. Ah. Unless it comes. Well, thank you. Can I direct with the fire? No, okay, darn it. Rock. Oh, I can't do the chest. That would have been fine. You could combine a weapon with an empty chest. It's a giant stick of a spear. Bokoblin and Smash. You're so right. Joey, it's pretty time. It's almost pretty time. So you can do it too. I have fantastic news. I can do it better. Over here. I lied. Oh, okay. He got range. You can't dodge. You just have to walk out of the way. Which is a little annoying. I presume there's got to be some way to do it. Oh no. No. Good. Gotta walk all the way through. Okay. Okay, but I do still have all of their weapons already, so. Okay, so I'm just going through. Okay, let's not do that. Okay. Interesting. Nah, okay. Joey, you are so smart. I saw the leaves and I was like, oh, fire, and then just completely ignored the possibility of actually doing something with that. Oh, he's on fire. He is on fire. Well, fair enough. God, there's no way to just get out of the way. You just run. Even then, he's still like, yeah. Funny enough, I'm gonna drop this one next. Ooh, Captain Construct Horn. So maybe double-edged blade-like horn is formidable when it comes to slashing, attached to a weapon to increase attack power. That's it. Hold on, it's an arrow. And it gives you 5 fruit up here, so you can chuck stuff at him. And a stick. What happens to fires, but you I do. I do. He is dead. Oh. Oh. No. It's just on fire. Okay. Alright then. Why can I do that? I can like artificially grab stuff. Sweet. So like I can just drop stuff from here and then combine it on my own. Alright, rock every time. Let's go, big boy. Look at me go. I keep thinking like, oh, but I still haven't gotten access to any more hearts or anything. But then I remember that you get that once you leave the tutorial island, and this is still the tutorial island. Let's combine those spiny brambles and the looks take them. Oh, yeah, this is true. This is true. So many opportunities. It's like this is a really cool implementation of a really simple system. It's literally just a fusion system. We see these a lot, but they're always really limited. This one is not limited at all. It just said, screw that. We're just doing everything. Like, near everything, and I'm here for it. Thanks. Goodbye. Yay! Hi, Raoul. See, you've restored some power to that new arm of yours. The door to the Temple of Time should now open for you. That's all. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Screenshot. Because the temple is... Because there's no way to... I'm very sad there's no way to teleport. Because that would save me so much time. I would just, like, run over there. And, actually, oh, that actually tells you what's in there. Nice. I would run over there and just, like... teleport and get to the door. And so next stream is just right at the door. You to death. There you go. I will rock your world, baby. But yeah, so I'll probably just call it here. Yay. Let's go see. Yeah. Yeah, very luckily, I am actually tired because the big problem is that I just haven't been tired around when I need to. I think when I need to sleep usually, but I am actually tired this time, which is an improvement. So, just gonna power that guy down. You switch to. I never switched back. I was on Scribble PNG for an hour instead of 15 minutes. Whoopsies. This happens when I have my OBS away from me. But of course, thanks for being here, Wisp. It's always good to hang out. There it is. Well, so thank you for hanging out, Wisp. Thank you for everybody who popped in. I know Jay was here earlier. I don't know if they probably left at some point because it's late. But on Zero, thanks for Zero for popping as well. And then thank you, Joey. Thanks for being here. Love you a lot. Ooh, my Netflix membership has been placed on hold due to billing issues. Whoa. I don't have a Netflix still. Sweet dreams, you guys. Love you. See you, Sage. Thanks for popping in too. It's good to see you. Oh, and then tomorrow's here as well. So thanks tomorrow too. All right. Good night, guys. Love you all, slash P. And then Joey, I love you. Good night. Me when I did the wrong button, so I just transitioned. Hi, hold on. 1 second. I'm smart.